Hey everyone, Jerod M here. I'm going to be doing a reaction video. Actually, this is going to be a little different. As many of you know, or some of you know, and if you don't know, you'll now know, I've been a claim adjuster or an insurance adjuster for multiple years now, about 5 years, and so not very long. I'm certainly not like a seasoned expert or anything like that, but I do have a fair amount of experience and understanding of the rules of the road. I adjusted claims in multiple states of the United States, like Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Louisiana, and the list goes on. So the fact of the matter is that I'm going to be watching a video with a compilation of car accidents. I might be a glutton here for pain, but no, actually I've seen so many of these. I see it from a completely different standpoint whenever I'm dealing with it after the fact. When I'm talking with you or somebody who has called in a claim, and my job essentially, it's to investigate the claim, investigate the liability, and determine how the claim is going to be paid depending on who you are and what the evidence shows. So with that being said, I'm going to watch this. This isn't meant to be a how-to or it's not meant to be anything that would say, well, this is how it should happen or what would happen. If those type of statements happen, it is just my opinion. And my first recommendation, my only recommendation would be to contact your agent or your insurance company and review your policy contract with them to see how your policy would apply. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start this here. Dash cam time. Oh man. Okay, so right here, what's he saying? I assumed he just cut me off. Move out of the way. Assumed he just cut me off to turn left and proceeded to cut through all the lanes. He admitted fault. The road I turned in to avoid him is the road the trucker was turning into. So one thing is certain here is that just because somebody admits fault or assumes fault doesn't mean that that's going to be the determination once you've reported it to insurance. There's still going to have to be an investigation. Like right here, with the amount of distance now, the camera can make it seem a lot farther, possibly, or maybe not as close. But right here, if I'm an insurance adjuster and I'm looking at this, I'm going to back it up just a little bit here. To me, he has plenty of time. This driver here could have reduced his speed quite a lot quicker than what he did. And so look, watch. He sees this truck coming across his path. He's moving over. He's reducing speed, but he's not slamming on his brakes. Now he slams on his brakes. This right here, I'm not sure. I'm going to back it up again. I mean, we've got this sign here. We've got a crossing. You see the truck well in the distance here. I would say that there's going to be some shared responsibility here in this claim. Now he has a green light, so obviously that's one element here that we're going to be considering. This trucker may or may not have been making a valid turn here. At the end of the day, though, he's in his path. He's in the path of this dash cam driver. Clear visibility. Your duty as a driver is to make sure that you're maintaining a proper lookout, and you're going to do your best to avoid that impact. So let's go to the next video here. Yeah, so we see all this here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, next clip here. Wrong way, driver?
Call 911.
Why? Oh, wrong way, driver. Okay, well, yeah, that happens. Always be careful. Try to drive in the right lane on these highways, especially late at night. I'm going to go back here. Try to drive. Let me go back to that portion here. Try on these parts where they're traveling in the opposite lanes. Most often, they're ill. They may be drunk. Who knows? But they typically will happen later in the evening. Most of the time, early wee hours of the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. They happen quite a bit at that time. It's not a common occurrence, but when they do happen. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're driving or you see an oncoming driver in the wrong lanes, you want to get into your right lane. The driver, for whatever reason, if they're just out of their mind, or they might be drunk or on drugs, they're going to be thinking they're in their right lane, and almost always will cling to their right lane, which would be your left lane. So you want to try to avoid that. Those head-on collisions are not fun. They're not cool. Very dangerous. All right. So what do we got here? It looks like this blue car is coming across the path here. Okay, so he makes a last-minute decision to try and change lanes. Yeah, and a lot of people will say, well, the driver of the truck should have seen this person, and that is true, but it's a large vehicle. This driver was well established in his lane. He has the right of way to continue forward there. Looks like he just completed, but he's in the lane. This guy should have looked out of his mirror. He started moving. Yeah, he's in a blind spot. 100% against the blue car. At least my opinion. Again, these are my opinions. All right, this guy's turning out, clearly doesn't see. Oh, that's a doozy. Driver failed to yield and was cited. Okay, broke his hand in the accident, had to surgery on it. Lawton, Oklahoma. So this guy's clearly pulling out. It's rainy conditions, wet roads, stopping distances increased. Okay, so as a driver here, I'm backing up here. Let's go back. There you go. So as a driver here, when you're driving here, and this is not to say that this guy did anything wrong, you're going to want to look. If you're driving in this lane, you're seeing that this is a non-obstructed median or something like this. You see cars waiting to turn. As a driver, a prudent driver is the standard for, the reasonable prudent driver is the standard for liability or any kind of negligence determinations. A prudent driver is somebody who is perfect at what they're doing. But as a driver, what we learn in driver's ed and any other type of driving school is you want to keep your eyes moving. Don't get tunnel vision looking straight ahead right here. And if you follow my cursor, you can see what I'm talking about. You want to look and see that there's a potential that this car could pull out. You want to look over here, make sure nobody's going to come here and run a stop sign. You just always keep your eyes moving. So as you're approaching this situation, you see this right here. This car is turning. This guy, I don't know what he's doing here. Right here, you should see this guy rolling. And right here, you have a right lane. I don't know who's in his right lane here, if he has the ability to change lanes. You saw when the reaction was. It was really late. Look, right here, you should already be seeing this as a driver. I'm not saying I would assess this against my driver if it was my insured customer. I wouldn't say that he should have reacted sooner, but this person's insurance may try to assess a small percentage of liability against the driver of this car because of how late that reaction was. But again, dash cameras don't always exist in a claim. A lot of it is going to be word versus word. So in this situation, the driver of this car, the dash cam, he's going to have 100%. He should be able to have 100%, in my opinion, against the other driver for a failure to yield. So that's a doozy. That's a heavy impact with that pole too. The other thing to keep in mind, all this damage here, that driver who's responsible is also responsible for the damage to this pole. Everything. Oh. What in the heck happened? He has damage to his rear bumper. He must have cut somebody off. Hold on, let's see. Occurred in the evening on Monday. The driver of the Mitsubishi enters the left-hand turn lane going too quickly, then locks their brakes. I don't know, because well, I guess... Oh, okay, the bumper hits the wall there, too. That one is just a matter of failure to control the vehicle. Try not to stop at all. Oh, goodness gracious. Hang on a minute. Yeah, at the next stoplight. Oh, that would be something like failing to maintain a safe vehicle. a liability determination, like maintaining your vehicle's safety. So, you know, having good brakes, having good equipment securing your load, all that stuff can be something. So whatever's damaged here. This cleanup cost money. He didn't hit nobody, so that's good. Yeah, this guy. That guy. Yeah, he has a couple things going on there. That's a mighty big load for that truck to be pulling. I mean, he can do it. But he's not looking in his mirrors when he's changing lanes, that's for sure. Alright, so this is...
Someone must have been hit. Yeah, I think I saw a bike on the ground. Bicycle or motorcycle? Maybe both.
It's gonna be another crash that happens?
Oh my god. There's a guy on the ground. It is a bicycle.
Okay. Be careful, pedestrians, guys. Some states, they're considered a vehicle, riding a bike. Other states, it's a pedestrian. What? What? Hold on. Sounds like just road rage to me. Bad driver. Okay, this is all South Carolina. I just noticed bad drivers in South Carolina. Look, okay, so road rage is a big reason why, and impatience, maybe selfish ambition, being self-centered, whatever. It's a big reason why a lot of accidents happen. The reason why rear-end accidents happen is people following too closely because they're in a hurry. They're just not maintaining a safe distance. They get mad at people, and then next thing you know, you've got a road rage incident. This guy could brake check or whatever. That's just funny, though, to me. I hear these all the time. It's so funny when you're talking to, when I'm talking with a customer or a claimant, somebody, and they're saying what each other said, and they're the angel, right? I'm the angel. I did nothing. They were yelling at me, and then the other person says the other person, and you never know the truth unless there's some sort of agreement or video or something. But it's funny. All right. Okay, something happening in this stuff in his truck. What the heck is he doing? Because he's in a hurry. Yeah, that's illegal. That's not really... that's not even a car accident. It's just a bad driver. Good job on all these people waiting and watching. Very next intersection. Oh, he crashed into a car and just keeps going. Okay, well, this guy's clearly in a hurry. The only problem is there's a crash, but how do we know it was that vehicle that kept going? See, there's no way of knowing the truth on that. It could be. Could have been him. They probably just thought it was him because of the situation, but who knows? Good job. Reduce your speed. I know what the dude did was wrong, but don't hit him out of spite. Okay, so this person's in the wrong lane. That's a weird road setup. It's backwards. It feels backwards. Pay attention to the road, guys. Look at the signs. Make sure you look at the lines in the road, too. Oh. Lane change accidents are probably the most common or the most disputed accident. Oh, gracious. Tire just blew off. What did he do? I'm not sure what happened in that video. Oh. Yep. Person turning left at a green light, you gotta yield. Unless you have a green arrow. You can't just go. Yeah, people driving like that is so dangerous. Not just Not just for them driving the car, but for the people around them. They could lose control, wreck in front of somebody, causing them to wreck. They might kill somebody. Children. Man. I know I'm kind of breezing through these. I don't want to keep stopping too often here. I want to kind of catch this music in the background again. All right. Decides it's a great idea to block the... He's not blocking. I mean, they got to turn out. You got
to slow down to 30 miles an hour because you want to sit in the...
Okay. This guy, he's obviously, I mean, he's correct. You shouldn't block the road when you're turning out. But these these drivers, if you're a trucker out there, I mean, leave a comment in the comment section. But you have no idea. It's hard. People don't let you out, man. If you're driving a big truck, they think that, man, you can wait or you know, if you got a gap in front of you, you can just go ahead and drive in it and pull up and, you know, cut in front of you. People are really inconsiderate of semi-drivers. And the biggest thing, too, is if there's an accident caused, they're going to pay because they got those big insurance policies. And the truth is, man, they got big insurance policies, but cost of trucking is expensive. And, you know, the more those policies get abused and used and fraud and all that stuff, the higher rates go, man, and the higher the delivery charges go, and the higher everything goes, man. These drivers, they got to pull out. They got to do something. If he's trying to make a left turn, he's got to make a left turn. But he's pulling out. He's a big enough target. You should have to reduce your speed to make sure you don't hit him. But just understand that these guys are trying to get somewhere quick, especially with your deliveries. You know, I don't know what that guy was hauling, but they're delivering products. I mean, without truckers, we have nothing. So there's my soapbox for the day. Without truckers, you truckers guys, I appreciate every one of you. Stop sign. Didn't stop. Somebody who doesn't care, apparently. Oh. That's so dangerous. Yeah, this person, he doesn't care. Who knows what's going on there? I'm not going to make any judgments or assumptions. He's obviously in something. Oh! Some states that's legal. I mean, it was. I mean, if you're at momentum, it doesn't matter. It's better to clear the intersection than to slam on your brakes, causing another accident. And this guy's got to make his turn. He's got only so far he can go. Yeah, yep. You might have to back up a little bit. Again, lane change accidents, man. People don't look. They just check their mirror and forget, man, I gotta look over my shoulder. Seems that was close. It seems to me like you were supposed to turn or something. I mean, it looked like it was a bottleneck. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Sorry, language. I'm gonna have to filter that out. I'm gonna be muting this part of the... This guy's letting out quite a bit of expletives. Okay, right here, pause. The driver on the left in front of me was on their phone, not getting up to speed, and absolutely did not check their mirrors. The driver on the right failed to yield and drove on the shoulder to pass someone. They're both lucky this was not a collision. Unless this guy in this video or the dash cam saw the person on their phone, you can't... I mean, I hear it all the time. They were on their phone. You don't know for sure. It could be. Could be a number of things. The person could be on their phone. They could be looking at the radio. They could be zoning out. They could have had a really tough day at work, lost a loved one. You don't even know why these people are doing it. They could be downright crazy. Sorry, they're downright, handicapped. You don't know. They could be going through the world's worst situation, and driving slowly or driving and not paying attention. It's not always just going to be a phone. Now, phones are a problem and they should be avoided. Do not use your cell phone while you're driving, but distraction is a number of things. It's not just using your cell phone. So let me see what's happening here. I mean, the blue car didn't do anything, so I don't know. This looks like a, yeah. Oh. Yeah, these are UK. Oh. Is that a forklift? Nope. That's a sharp trailer, though. That's for sure. That would have sliced that car open like a can. Man, that would have been bad. Well, there you go, guys. Some of those were from different countries, but the same thing applies. Look, when you're driving, be very careful out there. Don't let yourself get to a point of your driving where you think you figured it out. Every day there are new drivers. Every day there are drivers who've been driving a long time, and then there are drivers who've been driving longer than most people have been alive. So, so with that being said, everybody, it's not just about you. They have what's called defensive driving for a reason. Your job isn't to drive offensively and make everybody get out of your way. Your job is to drive safely and arrive to your destination safely, and make sure you're helping others do the same. Be considerate out there. I know in these big cities, you look at this thumbnail on this video, traffic jams and such, it gets busy, it gets full of things, and you're trying to get to work on time, you're trying to get to your events on time, trying to get home on time, but do it safely. Don't try rushing. When you start rushing, trying to take shortcuts, starting to live at the expense of the other drivers, that's when mistakes happen. That's when big things start happening. So stay safe out there. Till the next time. If you have any other like crash videos or you want to see this more, let me know. You can leave it in the comment section, and then also you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out my music reactions. I'd like to do those as well. So thanks again. Y'all have a great day. Bye.